Hello everyone, welcome to Alou's Redos.
Happy Easter.
Almost. It's Palm Sunday.
When this video comes out, it will be Easter.
And because it's Palm Sunday, I'm going to show you something I learned many, many years ago. My grandfather Jack taught me this when I was...
Palm Sunday.
A wee youth.
A wee
Two
youth?
pieces of palm.
A wee youth?
First, you fold it to cover the first piece. Fold the second piece over. And then you simply tuck in. Hold on.
Shout outs to the guy who just drove by.
Yes. I do have my windows open because it's a little warm in here today.
Just a little.
And then you tuck it in.
Sweating.
The loop you just made. Okay? And it kind of makes it tight like that. Then what you want to do is feed it back through.
So you have a bow tie?
Yes, you do. And once again, you feed this through the top. And what you have. And you could get fancier with this. This is a basic Palm Sunday cross. So to all my Christian followers, happy Palm Sunday, and that's how you make the cross.
And to all our Sesame Street fans, this video is brought to you by the letter T.
Yes. Okay. There's been some talk about Easter Pizza Rustica. So I'm going to give you a family recipe.
And that roughly translates to rustic pizza.
Basically, yeah, because you have all kinds of stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
First, you got to make the dough, which I already did. You do about 3 cups of an all-purpose flour. You do 3/4 of a teaspoon, of baking powder. 1 stick of unsalted butter cut up. That's about 8 tablespoons exactly.
They even have it marked on the butter.
They do have it marked on the butter. You want to do 2 large eggs and then a 1/2 cup of water. But what you want to do is put your dry ingredients in a food processor. Your flour, your baking powder, your salt, a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon. So pulse it; it'll get kind of clumpy,
like biscuit type.
Do I?
Like biscuit dough.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. And then add your egg and your water. Pulse it a little bit more. The dough will start coming together. What you want to do then is put it on a board and work it. Then once it's done, cut 1/3 of it off, put it in a separate bowl. That'll become your top, and the other 2/3 in another bowl. Let it rest for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and it'll be perfect. For the filling, 1.5 pounds of ricotta. To this ricotta, we are going to add 3 eggs.
No shells.
No shells.
Nobody likes a crunchy pie.
No, right, no crunchy pies. Most Pizza Rustica does not have garlic in it.
Most. This is not most.
I can't help myself. So
He's got a problem.
I put probably about 2 small cloves that I had diced, and those of you that know my videos, you know my garlic video, I keep the dice in a squeeze bottle. It comes out to about 2 cloves. Can't help it. And to that, we are going to add about 2 tablespoons of a good pecorino romano. You'll want to use a different cheese. You know, no rules.
You know the
What
rule. There's no rules.
To that, I am adding 8 ounces of diced up salami. To that, I am adding 8 ounces of diced up pepperoni.
There was 9 ounces of pepperoni, but 1 ounce was taken care of.
Some recipes call for regular ham. I like using the prosciutto. Prosciutto is an Italian ham that's coated in pepper.
I thought you were going to say it's baby prosciutto.
So you're going to get a little bit of that pepper in there. I'm also going to add about 4 ounces of supersod, which is it's a dried meat, and I'm going to add about 4 ounces of prosciutto. So you're talking about adding about 2 pounds of meat.
You don't need to add any salt to this.
No, you don't. I am going to add a couple of tablespoons or pinches
Handfuls.
of parsley. I put it back in before you could grab it. Huh?
Yeah, I saw.
You mix this really good. I am going to add just a couple more turns of pepper because I do like the heat. As that starts to mix up, well, I am going to add now
A healthy amount.
a healthy amount. I have about a little over 10 ounces of mozzarella in here.
Yeah, definitely a healthy amount.
So product-wise, you're talking about almost 4 pounds of product. So
How much Italians put in their hair. 4 pounds of product.
yes, you're absolutely correct. All right. Folks, that's what you need to look like. Okay, that's the mixed filling. Okay? Now, you get a 9-inch shell. I already have the dough laid out. What you want to do is roll out your dough larger, obviously, than the 9-inch pan. So what I do is I roll it out and I take the pan and kind of eyeball it in the middle and make sure there's enough all around that when you insert it, you're going to come up and you're going to get some overhang. Next, we are gonna, well, I got this stuff flying all over the place, don't I?
Yeah, really. There's some for the board.
Okay.
Every time food hits the board, your Italian ancestors are proud of you.
That's absolutely correct. So, we have just a little bit more in here. Now you can make a gluten-free dough, which I did not do. Sorry, Jess.
You're shit out of luck.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah. I made her spaghetti the other night. She's
all
okay.
right. So, you got the gluten-free spaghetti?
No, I didn't use gluten-free spaghetti.
Okay. That is that. Now what you want to do, is cover it.
You see how nicely that came off? Perfect.
I used a piece of parchment so the dough wouldn't stick together. And you can trim. Actually, I think I will.
I see you're not using a traditional rolling pin over there either.
Well, the rolling pin I normally use is just a round piece of wood.
I'm having flashbacks to the rolling pin.
That's what I grew up using. That's what was always used in my house growing up. And whoops. So what we're going to do is leave that, and I am going to just twist and tuck to create the dough. Twist and tuck. Not the dough, the crust. Sorry about that.
Dough.
Duh.
Dough.
And that's all she wrote, folks. Look how nice that is. Now you can, if you want, use a fork and kind of twist and tuck. That's what, the way my grandmother taught me, that's what I still use. You want to do a couple of steam holes. The oven is preheated, 375. You need to cook probably an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20. What I'm going to do, I have an egg in here with about a tablespoon of water.
So there's 4 eggs really in this recipe.
Yes, there is.
One of them goes on the outside.
This is kind of just a wash. Bottom rack, throw that puppy in there in about a half hour, 35 minutes. You know what, we'll come back. I'll show them and we'll go from there. Because I like to, about halfway through, I like to cover it with some aluminum foil so she doesn't get too dark on top. See you in a little bit.
We'll be back.
Alright, we are back. While this was baking, as you can see, I was a little bit busy. I made a few.
Just a few.
Just a few.
And the little baby one.
An hour and 15 minutes. I've been sitting letting it cool. I should probably let it cool a little bit longer.
We've used alternative cooling methods.
Yes, but I'm hungry.
Me too.
So we are going to do this. We are going to cut it.
No.
Duh.
Still a little hot?
Slightly. Oh yeah, man. Pizza Rustica for Easter. I'm gonna just pop it right there. Please, folks, like, share, subscribe to the channel so I can keep this going.
Let me see what that looks like on the inside.
Don't forget, Staten Island viewers, tune in to channel 34. We'll be back in the studio, not this coming Wednesday, next Wednesday for a new one. So like us and kind of take a peek on Staten Island Cable TV. Until next time, be safe and good cooking.
Bouna Pasqua.